And you tell me what a time Hitman ain't bringing. When they had a highlight of the night. When me and show out, you can't tell me. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of shit that builds up in me, and y'all be thinking like, damn, why Holler so mad? Because the shit never makes sense to me. It never do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Tay-Rock, they man. Shout out to Tay-Rock. But his number's not even 75% of mine.
Hitman's out of control.
Cheetah's out of control.
Chillin' wanna be on the Summer Madness. I can't knock that. But what I'm saying is, why are you trying to block the fucking battles for, and you ain't booking it in the first place?
URL is out of control.
I'm out of control.
Cause he know if he take me in Chicago, it's like if I beat him, it's not gonna make or break him because it was in Chicago. It wasn't like it really don't count. But you know, if Suge beat him on Smack, his career gonna take a, he can't ask for that money he be asking for. You know what I'm saying?
Shotgun Suge is out of control.
Cheetah's out of control.
This whole damn party is out of control.
This whole damn party's out of control.
Yo, what up, man? It's your boy Chris. Somebody, if you checking in, man, you definitely know I had to chime in on this topic. This is one of the hottest topics on the internet. You know what I'm saying? You got URL and Hitman going at it. You got Verb and URL going at it. Suge and Hitman going at it. You know what I'm saying? We're going to try to break this shit down, man. I'm going to try to do it as unbiased as I can. Y'all niggas let me know y'all feedback and what y'all think about this blog. Now, basically, Hitman tried to do an event in St. Louis. I think it was going down in June, if I'm not mistaken. It was Averb versus Chilla Jones, Tay-Rock versus Arsenal, Hitman versus Suge, and T-Top versus Calico. That was the 4 battles he had set up and he was trying to make happen for June. Obviously, Suge backed out, and I'll get into Suge in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Because I got some shit I want to say to him, too. So then Chilla Jones, you know, ended up backing out. T-Top considered backing out. But at the end of the day, it was wondering, did URL block the battles? And before I even get into that topic, let's just be real, man. URL hates when other leagues come in and book URL artists. They hate that shit to the core. I don't care what they say publicly. I don't care what they say, you know what I'm saying, in interviews. They hate that shit, dog. The #1 reason they hate when a nigga get hot on URL, take a bunch of battles on another league and start losing, and then have to come back to URL, and URL has to try to promote them on their downside. Look at Big T, for instance. Big T battle Arsenal, battle B Magic in 2014, had a real down year. You know what I'm saying? Comes back in 2015, works his way up. He battled Gemini, he battled Disaster, he battled Suge. You know what I'm saying? Started to work his way back up. But what ends up happening, he takes a battle on Blackout, battles a dude named Nameless, you know what I'm saying? A talented up-and-coming MC. He loses, apparently, on, I ain't watched the battle, but niggas are saying Big T lost. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to give him a benefit of the doubt and hopefully watch the battle and judge for myself. But niggas are saying he lost. He also lost to Genocide on a small league that took place in South Georgia.
They kill homie. What's all that for? I serve fiends in the trap in a dark back door. I live the life that I say I kill with the same niggas that took Ricky Ball back for him. Oh man, I came deuce with all that for. Nickel rocks on the block. We serve them anyway if they all got 4. You talking about nigga going through all that war? I live the life. I live a life that got Ricky Ball back for him. So nigga, what I'm saying is our life doesn't compare. I'm from Chicago. We go bare. From where we at, we don't scare. You talking about any place, my niggas, we don't go there. Pull my card all you want. I ain't gonna let Jen run me nowhere. Oh yeah. I pull my card all you want. I ain't gonna let Jen run me nowhere. I said that all to say this. You got it, bro.
Your mother about as dumb as a spoon and I can't stand her. I told that bitch to suck my dick or she'll catch cancer. She got scared, the bitch got the suck in her face plant. I gave her all the energy out my balls. I space jammed her.
You know what I'm saying? So now you did all this work to build your name up, but then you take 2 battles off URL and lose. Now you got to come back to URL and promote Impact. Now you got to promote maybe a John battle down the road, maybe a Rex battle down the road. URL hates that shit, dog. You know what I'm saying? They hate that shit with a core. Hey, let me ask you this. How much does it bother you that when battle rappers that you deal with a lot, I guess, kind of have a bad showing on another platform and it messes up the energy of what you're trying to go for maybe a future card?
It's annoying, but you know, everybody, man, at the end of the day, everybody got to make their own business decisions and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like when artists is over here at the URL, I mean, I take pride in marketing their brand and presenting them to the world a certain way, where like, you know, they could actually be, you know, and build up a fan base that's gonna respect, you know, their charisma, their skill set, their styles, their image. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? The quality of production that, you know what I'm saying, is being presented with, you know what I mean, the way, the level of how these artists is being caught. Everything counts, you know what I'm saying? You know, from the trailers and everything. Like, you know, I try to make sure they get the best look as possible. And you know, it's like, you know, these guys just basically just jump on these other platforms and just like I said, it's just to take a check. Like, they just take money, not giving a fuck how these companies gonna, you know, handle their image, or, you know what I'm saying, how they gonna handle, you know what I'm saying, the presentation of their brands.
All these leagues come in battle rap, throw money around like Total Slaughter. URL or go to a Total Slaughter event, they'll give them credit like, yo, I thought it was a good event, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Total Slaughter pushing the culture forward.
What's the question? How you like the event? I think the event was very positive for the culture of battle rap. You know, I want to congratulate, you know what I mean, Shady Records, you know what I'm saying? Shady Records for their first major event. And, you know, we definitely, you know what I'm saying, we try to move this culture forward. You know what I'm saying? We're doing everything possible to basically move this culture forward. So
deep down inside, they hate that shit. Let me show you how petty URL is, man. I'm gonna show you just how petty them niggas are. After that whole Total Slaughter event, URL eventually, you know what I'm saying, put out an Instagram post. Smack White was being petty as fuck. Look at this shit. This nigga puts on Instagram. I'm gonna show it to the screen real quick. This is Smack's Instagram. Let me get this shit in focus, man, for y'all niggas. Let me get it in focus. This is Smack White. He's on stage at one of the URL events. And in the corner is a nigga with a Total Slaughter shirt on right over here at the bottom. And what does Smack say? The imitators are in the crowd watching the innovators, trying to figure out how to copy respect. Can y'all spot Waldo? That's how petty URL is about these other leagues. They really don't like these other leagues. And honestly, I don't blame them. You know what I'm saying? A league like Total Slaughter came in, threw a bunch of money at the culture, did a reality show, did the Mook and Lux rematch. These niggas so disrespectful. They had Ebro, a nigga that doesn't even follow battle rap, host the event. Not Smack, not Beasley, not Norv, not Chico. They had Ebro, a nigga that said he don't even like battle rap, host it. That's what niggas like that do, dawg. They come in, they throw money, and the niggas, you know what niggas say? They disrespect URL because they say shit like, yo, these niggas gonna take over Smack. These niggas gonna be the next biggest thing. Smack better watch out. Smack better this. It takes more than just bread to be the #1 battle league. It takes a lot of research, a lot of hard work, and a lot of dedication. A lot of niggas with money, they not gonna do the ground level work. They'll just throw some money around, book some battles, and call it a day. They don't know about promotion, marketing, none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So for a nigga like Smack that built his shit up from the DVD era to now, for y'all niggas to tweet this nigga like, yo, you know, Total Slaughter taking over, UW taking over, they book Lux and Hollow, y'all niggas better watch out. Smack hates that shit because it feels like it shortchanges what he did to get to where he's at. So I ain't mad that you are, of course, URL do not like these other leagues booking these niggas. Of course not. They would prefer that you had your own talent and URL had their own talent. That is what they would prefer to happen. It doesn't happen that way because niggas chase checks, but that's what they would prefer to happen. And I don't know why y'all think this is a business and niggas are gonna be like, oh yeah, you wanna book this nigga, it's cool. You wanna throw this big ass event, you wanna be in competition with us, you wanna do this. No, that shit doesn't even make sense. It's only business at the end of the day, and you are in business to be #1, man, at the end of the day. They may say they want to push the culture forward, but they want to do being #1. And that's how I feel about that whole situation. Now that we got that out the way, block battles. Is there such thing as a block battle? Let's just keep it real. Is there such thing as a block battle? I don't really feel like battles get blocked. You know what I'm saying? Hitman offered Chilla Jones and T-Top an offer. They are grown men, my nigga. They have a chance to say yes, a chance to say no at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like URL is blocking a battle. What they doing? Are they throwing their little bullying tactics around? Maybe so. They're not necessarily blocking a battle because Chilla Jones can battle if he wants to battle. You know what I'm saying? He has that choice to battle on Hitman's league. He chose not to battle. So I don't really look at it as them blocking a battle. And in this situation, I don't even look at it as bullying. And let me explain why. This is the issue with Hitman. You know what I'm saying? This is the issue with Hitman. And I fuck with Hitman. I like Hitman. Hitman don't take none of this shit personal, my nigga, because I know you be taking a lot of this shit personal that I say. Me and you don't really be fucking with me, don't want to interview with me. It's cool. I don't take none of that shit personal. So, and I don't want to end up like bill collector, my nigga. So don't take none of this shit personal. But if you gonna jump into a battle rap and start a league, you gotta be able to do your research, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? And maybe you need to hire a blogger like Unbias Review, a blogger like Angry Fan, a blogger like somebody that can help you from the ground up. We actually are on the ground level. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all niggas don't even be, like, if you're not on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, like, you don't see a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? So you need a nigga that's on the ground level. And if you do your part of being a good owner, is being a good boss. Part of being a good boss is learning how to listen. Part of being a good boss is also studying not just your league, but other leagues around you. You gotta be able to study the competition. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to, you think I don't watch other bloggers? Hell yeah. Not just Angry Fan and Jay Black. I watch Anubis. Shout out to Anubis. I watch, I think some dude, Irregular Minds, Irregular Dreams or whatever. Cool dude, you know what I'm saying? Mr. Fourth Quarter, Minnesota Luke. It's another white boy that do a lot of KOTD battles. I can't think of his name. Starts with a Z. You know what I'm saying? If you watching this, you know who you are. I watch everybody that blogs. Why? Because they are pretty much my peers and they are niggas that they in my lane. So if I want to stay on top of my shit, I gotta be able to watch other niggas. Pause. That shit sounded wild gay. My bad. You know what I mean? I gotta be able to watch my surroundings. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta be able to check out. So if you're gonna get into a league, you gotta be able to do the same. You definitely gotta be able to do the same. So let's take Chilla Jones for instance. Just Chilla Jones. Chilla Jones did an interview. He basically said he only wanted to battle for URL this year. And he would battle on another league if the check was fat or if it was an opponent that he really wanted. Now, he was on Twitter, you know, damn near like a week ago on the 17th. Matter of fact, let me pull it up, man. Let me pull it up because we gotta show all facts in this blog, my nigga. Chilla Jones, as of February 16th, I think this was before Hitman booked him. He says, let me show the screen, man. Let me get it in. I don't even want Verb. I want John the Don. He's going to give me 1,000%. You know what I'm saying? And make the battle worth my while. And the classic Verb is just chasing a check. That's basically what he says, man. This was February 16th. This was over a week ago. I don't want Verb. I want John. He's going to give 1,000% and put a show on. I'm chasing classics. Verb is chasing checks, different interests. So you know what happened. Verb got Twitter popping with Chilla Jones, and then when Hitman decided he wanted to do a battle event, Verb thought, well, let me get Chilla. Chilla really doesn't want to battle Verb though, but maybe the bag was nice, so he considered it. But Chilla Jones did an interview at the end of last year. They asked him what his 2016 was like, and he said he wanted to battle exclusively for URL this year. And in the interview, he says, I'm not under contract, but me and Smack have like some type of arrangement or some shit like that. So for me to reach my goals, because he's trying to reach goals of certain people on Gnome, certain people on Summer Madness, that whole nine. If you watch that interview, Chilla Jones is basically telling you he doesn't really want to battle on any other league. You gotta be able to have a nigga at the ground level, Hitman, that will see that interview, because you're not gonna see it.
And like, people compare battle rap to wrestling a lot. Imagine if in the 90s, they would kind of fuck shit up, I guess, for the kids, but imagine if in the 90s you could see Stone Cold and The Rock behind the scenes training for a matchup, you know what I'm saying? Or if you could see Rock talking shit on his Twitter account, you know what I'm saying? Like,
So what's up for you next? What you got next?
I got a battle on Black Ice on January 9th, man. I wasn't gonna take it, man, but the bag was too lovely. You know, I'm going on record saying, you know, in 2016, I'm trying to make this a URL only year. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, if Smack books me, I'm on there. If any other league tries to book me, man, it's got to be financially worth my time. You know what I'm saying? The matchup also has to be worth my time, man. So if y'all don't got nobody that I want, or if y'all don't got enough money, it's probably not gonna happen in 2016, man. I'm trying to get to certain names, and I'm trying to stick to this platform. So don't get me wrong, I'm not signing no paperwork or nothing like that, but you know, me and Smack been talking a lot. We kind of have a joint vision for where I can go on this platform, so we're gonna try and get it there. You know what I'm saying? So salute to the big homie Smack and URL.
But this is the problem when niggas jump into battle rap. They don't really be doing their homework. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying you jumped in because you in battle rap, but you jumping in as an owner, as a league owner. And when you booking battles, you gotta be able to do your homework. So when he says we have an arrangement, what does that sound like to you? It's not a contract, but it's a verbal deal. URL be putting niggas on like verbal deals where it's like, yo, you know, I give you like 2 battles. You take prep, somebody I know you don't want, and I'll give you John at Nome. They do agreements like that. So Chilla Jones is probably in a situation where he's taking certain people, Cortez, Prep, Saga, in an effort to get who he really wants. It's an arrangement. So when you tried to book him, Smack said, hey, my nigga, remember we got that arrangement. I don't want you going out here losing a verb, fucking up my promotion. Then I gotta bring you back and try to promote you versus John and Nome, and then you lose. So Smack pulled that card, and Smack is not wrong, my nigga, because if you do your homework, you would have seen that interview. If you booking a nigga like Chilla Jones, you gotta watch his interview so you know, I may not need to touch Chilla Jones. You know what I'm saying? I may not need to touch Chilla Jones. And that is why all these niggas hop into battle rap. And I don't know what the fuck wrong with these niggas. These niggas don't hire me. They don't hire Cap. They don't, like, who the fuck do you think know battle rap? It's us. We at the ground level. We see every interview. We see every tweet. We see every Instagram. We see everything. We live this shit, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? We live this shit, so we see everything. But all these niggas, Teddy Grizzly, Alki David, Lush One, what they do? They go out and hire Bizarre, Laura Tarzi, all these, nobody hires us, and we are actually in this shit. I don't take it personal, man. I'm used to this shit at this time. I'm just gonna keep doing my thing, keep blogging. I don't take none of this shit personal. But my thing is, you always need someone seeing what you don't see. Let's take T-Top, for instance. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, T-Top battled on, you know, what, the BET shit, won the BET joint, been battling on URL. It's a very good chance T-Top is under contract. And if he isn't, he just got off. You know what I'm saying? So common sense will kind of tell you like, yo, I probably don't need to touch this nigga because URL might block it. But there's another thing about Hitman too. My nigga, you know T-Top is being blocked. You know more than anybody else that T-Top is being blocked. Because you was at a battle event where it was said, my nigga.
Yo, I ain't gonna come for you, but you really booked me to battle T-Top, and that was wonderful until a couple dudes from a league pulled a sucker move and told T-Top if he did it, we ain't gonna fuck with you. Facts. Facts.
Mav Hoffa versus Chilla Jones. Mav clearly states, I was supposed to battle T-Top, but some niggas from a league pulled some funny shit and da-da-da-da-da and blocked it. Do you know who hosted that battle? Nah, you don't know. Roll clip.
Yo, what's good? Don't flop all fucking day. This is Don't Flop USA, Atlanta, Resurrection. It's main event time. Make some noise! Shout out to everybody in the building. I got a couple of co-hosts with me. Let them know, man. Let's go.
Let's get on show now.
Hitman Holla hosted that battle. You was in Atlanta standing right next to me hearing Mav Hoffa say those very words. So you can't think, oh, well, let me run out and book T-Top. It's not gonna work like that. If they pulled the shit, T-Top was supposed to have a couple big battles. I ain't gonna lie, he was supposed to battle Mav, he was supposed to battle Diz, and he was supposed, I guess now Calico in your league. URL done put an end to all that shit, to keep it real with you. And I'm not mad, like, I don't think T-Top lost anything because I think he got Rex, another legend in the game. He got Clips, another big name. So he got big names on URL, his stock is up. But I'm saying, like, URL is not finna build T-Top up and let this nigga go battle Calico on your league. It's not going to happen. But if you would have remembered that Mav said that in that battle, you would have never went after T-Top. Arsenal. This nigga Arsenal. Hold on. Let me get on this nigga. Arsenal says Dot was supposed to be on the UW Revolution. Let me show you. Let me get this in focus. Dot was supposed to be on the UW Revolution. My nigga, why are you booking Dot? You think Dot ain't under contract or Dot don't have some situation with URL? You think they really finna let this nigga go over there and battle on UW, a league that just stole fucking Hollow the Don and Lux? You think they really finna let Dot go over there without making a phone call and killing that shit? A lot of y'all league owners, y'all gotta do y'all homework, man, and realize certain niggas, they not even worth the trouble. It's too many nice niggas in battle rap for you to even have to chase a Dot who don't even be rhyming. I mean, God damn, I mean, my niggas, Jesus. Dude. Got him! So when you look at them two situations with Chilla Jones and T-Top, I don't think URL blocked the battle. I think they reminded these niggas like, yo, my nigga, we had an agreement. You gonna breach the agreement, whether it's verbally or written, and go battle on Hitman's league? They're not gonna okay that shit, man. And I'm not mad at URL for it. Do I think URL do some funny shit sometimes? Yes. You know what I'm saying? Are they petty sometimes? Yes. Do they do some shit where you be like, man, you know, why the hell they do this? Yes. But in this situation, I feel like they just reminded the niggas like, yo, this is what it's supposed to be. And if you want us to honor what we did for you, you got to honor what, you know, if you want us to honor our end, you got to honor your end. And I think at the end of the day, they was forced to make a decision. But they have already pre-committed prior to that. So that's all I gotta say about that situation, man. Hitman holla, I hope your league works out, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no, you know, you don't like me for whatever reason, but I don't have no bad bone in my body about you. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you always been one of the top niggas in battle rap. I salute you. And I wish your league the best, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I gotta say about that situation. Now, Shotgun Suge, my nigga, I tried to rock with you, my nigga, on this whole Hitman holla shit. I was like, you know, maybe he don't really want to take that low amount of money Gracie was paying him compared to what Hitman was paying him. So I understand maybe why he backed out. And then, oh, maybe he didn't really want to take the $6,000 that Hitman offered him at first. You know what I'm saying? Who knows what URL is giving him? Probably around the same amount, if I'm not mistaken. But my nigga, you are being offered $8,000 now. $8,000, and you still don't want to take the battle, my nigga? Like, dog, I'm really starting to think you just don't want to battle this nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's getting to the point now where you just got to be honest. Do you really want to battle this nigga? Because I don't think you want to. Or just you don't want to battle him in the Midwest. First, it was supposed to be Chicago. It's not enough money. Now it's supposed to be St. Louis. $6,000 ain't enough. $8,000 ain't enough? My nigga, I know you ain't getting more than $8,000 on URL. $8,000 should be able to lock this fucking battle in. You bullshitting right now. I don't know why you don't want to take this battle, but you definitely bullshitting on this battle. Or you just not being honest, man, and just saying, look, I only want to battle this nigga on URL. I don't want to go to St. Louis. I don't want to go to fucking Chicago. I don't want to go in the Midwest at all. I only want to battle him on URL.
A lot of people still feel too like, yo, the shit, if it don't go down on URL, it just don't feel the same. Like, do you agree with that?
Yeah, I've been saying that since day one. Yeah, it won't feel the same. It was built up on URL, so I'm not like it's supposed to go down. He know that.
If you say that, niggas will leave you alone. Because you turning down $8,000 is starting to make no fucking sense at all. My nigga, do you know what you can do with $8,000? Do you know how many teeth DNA can get for $8,000?
A week before Gnome 3, I lost the tooth. Because, you know what I mean, when you get a permanent, I was trying to get a permanent one, but it takes like 8 weeks. I battled so much that I wouldn't be able to rap because, you know what I mean, I have to, you know what I mean, replace the tooth or whatever. like to put a permanent one in there. So I never got that. I got a temporary one. So the joint came in and out.
Bridge Rothstein, you know how many 12 hot rounds we can get for $8,000? I'm just saying. Shout out to Krispy Kreme. I'm just saying.
Tell me how it sound. You was talking all that killer shit. Well, tell me about it now. I poke him up, or he can get opened up. It ain't a dozen of Krispy Kreme donuts, but it's 12 hot rounds.
$8,000 is a lot of money, man. Saga, do you know what we can do with $8,000, my nigga? Like, you know how many flicks we could buy with $8,000? Look at this shit, man. Roxy Reynolds on the cover. I mean, goddamn, she the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Old school. What you want? You want to go Janet Jack me? You want to go old school? Get some Janet Jack me? Booty Talk. We already know that's the classic West Coast Productions. Roxy Reynolds. Oh my God, Jesus. Nigga having flashbacks. Saga, calm down, Saga. Calm the fuck down. I don't know relapses. Calm down, my nigga. God damn, but I gotta watch that later. Fuck all that. I ain't got shit to do tonight. Anyway, man, $8,000, my nigga. This is what we talking about. Suge, I'm really starting to think you either got to deal with URL too, where you know what I'm saying, you got some little shit lined up where you battling on URL. Just say that, my nigga. Just say, I got some shit lined up. I'm finna be killing Summer Madness 6 versus whoever. Or you don't want to battle Hitman in the Midwest. The fans just want to see the battle, my nigga. That's all we care about. You know what I'm saying? This is the biggest battle. Hitman obviously want to do it. Now you need this crazy wild amount of bread to do this shit. It's like, come on, my nigga. All you need anyway is a round and a pocket check, and we gonna give you the win. I'm saying just make the battle happen, my nigga. That's all we care about. Make the battle happen. Last thing I'm gonna talk about. Let's just keep it real, man. We already know why URL and Hitman Holla don't get along. And for those of you who do not know, let me explain to you what the real issue is with this whole situation. You know what I'm saying? Hitman Holla did an interview. I think it was last year or something. You know what I'm saying? He did an interview, and he basically said in the interview, I'm going to play the interview for you, man. I'll let y'all niggas hear that shit, you know, for those of y'all that did not hear it.
We're going to take it back to me versus Surf. All right? So me versus Surf happened. What day was that? September or something? What day was that? August 24th or something?
Yeah.
Whatever that was. Me and Surf bang. We just did our thing. 2 weeks after that, this guy named Harry, he the one sponsors all that. He the big bucks. He the one pay for all this shit. Nigga named Harry behind the scenes. That's what he do. I don't know who else help him, but for what I know, that's who pay me. Alright, so 2 weeks after me and Surf battled, the guy Harry calls like, yo, Hitman, you put on a classic, I want you and Tate Rock, man. Like, I'm doing my own thing. I'm doing my own thing, so it ain't a URL event. So don't charge me URL prices, man. I want you to look out for me. There's gonna be a one-off, you versus Tate Rock on my own league, blah blah blah. What would you charge me? I said, it's only for your league. I mean, like nobody else. I said, man, $15,000, I'll do it. He said, cool. He said, that's a deal. He said, I'll do it. He said, it's cool. I send you half of your money tonight. He sent me $7,500. Right? He sent me $7,500. I'm locked in for Tay Rock. On some other shit. I don't know where it was supposed to be at. Where I don't know. I just know he sent 75. We locked in. Bang. 2 months later, he calls back like, yo, I need to fly you to New York so you can do the Gnome trailer. I'm like, Gnome trailer? Who I battle at Gnome? He's like, you battle Tay Rock. I'm like, huh? I said, oh, I need some more money. I said, it's URL. Oh, I said, I need some more money. He said, no, I sent you 75. I said, yeah, you sent me 75 and you said you was doing your solo event. You didn't tell me URL or nobody else or Gnome or none of that. I wouldn't have gave you that price. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gave you that price because you said it was your solo event. He like, oh, yeah, you right. Well, I just think I'm just going to go ahead and do a URL, this and that again. I said, oh, okay. I need more money. Simple as that. He like, damn, but what became where I said, nah, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is. You said you go solo, give me that money. If not, I'm not doing it. That ain't what we agreed on. They called me, all right, so you and Shotgun cooking up, man. Look, we're gonna give you $10,000 to battle Shotgun. I say, what? He like, no, you know what I'm saying? Harry said he sent you $775, so altogether that's $17.5. I said, smack. Beasley was on the phone too. I said, smack Beasley. I don't know who y'all think y'all talking to. Get off my phone, man. I don't know who y'all take me as or whatever. Don't disrespect me like that. I said, first of all, that $7,500 is gone. That was last year. That is gone. Why y'all steady trying to add numbers in and give me? I'm not gonna give you no 10. I'm not gonna accept no 10,000. That's less. Man, I got 5,000 to Battle Hollow in 2010, 5 fucking years ago. Why'd I take 5,000 more to Battle Suge? And that's the biggest grudge right now. That's the only fucking grudge that really matters. Like, are you serious? You know what I'm saying? So he like, no, holla. He like, man, you just took $2,000 to do a 2-on-2. I said, first of all, I got $3,000 to do a 2-on-2, and I got $2,500 to host a party. So I make $5,500 for 2 minutes of work.
Mm-hmm.
I said, and that was I said, smack. What y'all fail to realize is these other leagues ain't charging $100 at the door, $300 stage tickets, $500 VIP, and selling out. So why would I charge Gracie or Don't Flop or KOTD what I charge URL, and y'all the ones got 5,000 people coming and making $250,000? That don't fucking make sense. So why are you steady trying to tell me I should give y'all the same place when these are, man, it costs $20 fucking to get in a Don't Flop event. The Gracie place hold 1,000 people. You know what I'm saying? Like, these other leagues, like, so stop saying that shit. You know what I'm saying? So he like, man, well, we need the 7 back. I'm like, man, I'm not battling them. I'm not battling Suge at some -5. Simple as that. I'm on TV every fucking Wednesday. I get $4,000 to go host parties and shit, man. Who are you talking to? I don't need the battle for no shit. So that's where the fall off happened again.
He basically is saying in an interview that he got a deposit to battle Tay-Rock from Harry. Harry is one of these URL dudes. For those of y'all that don't know who Harry is, let me play the clip, show y'all who Harry is real quick.
What it is, 15 minutes of fame, it's your boy Here my man E Busy, my man Harry, EBL. This is the Ghost.
You are one, nigga.
The Ghost.
EBL. Fuck EBL, nigga. You are one, nigga.
He's saying Harry hit him up, basically saying that he's gonna book him and Tay-Rock on his league. His league is EBL, you know what I'm saying? Empire Battle League, same league that did DNA and Calico, same league that did K-Shine and Cortez. Excuse me. He's gonna book Tay-Rock and Hitman on that league. So he gave Hitman basically $7,500 up front. You know what I'm saying? He goes and tries to move the battle to URL. Now, Harry is a dude that's always been down with URL since, like, you know, maybe right after Summer Madness 3, you know what I'm saying? He's been down with URL. So basically, he's been one of the money men. He's dealt with Hitman already before, because I'm pretty sure he's the one that paid Hitman when Hitman battled Surf. So he's probably already dealt with Hitman the whole situation. He decides, I'm not going to do the battle on EBL. I'm going to do the battle on URL, which is the league he basically been doing battles on anyway. He only did one fucking event on EBL. Every other event he paid for it on URL. So Hitman is saying, well, if you want me to battle Tay-Rock, I gave you an EBL price. I got to give you a URL price. You know what I'm saying? So the tension comes somewhere along the line. They're cool with booking Hitman and Tay-Rock, Hitman and Suge. You know what I'm saying? On URL. But Hitman has this thing where that's $7,500 because so much time has passed and it was, you know, it's been over a certain amount of time. That money is spent. That's old money. Harry was supposed to book the battle. He took too long. He, instead of booking him and Surf, he ended up booking him and Tay-Rock. He ended up booking Surf and Tay-Rock, you know, because they couldn't work out, him and Hitman couldn't work out the money, so he moved it and booked Surf. So basically Hitman kept the $7,500. When they tried to book him and Suge, they tried to get Hitman to subtract the $7,500 from the new price. Like, okay, you want such and such dollars, say you want 20 grand. We already gave you 7, so we're only gonna give you 13 now. Hitman like, nah, that's old money. I spent that money. That money from last year. That money from this, from that. So the situation is, who is right? Harry tried to book the battle on EBL or told him he was going to book it on EBL, but Harry is affiliated with URL. He's extended family. He does book battles on URL. So I'm not, probably URL may have told Harry like, yo, don't do that battle on EBL. Do that shit on URL. It's a big battle. Maybe Harry moved it over. And because he moved it over, I guess Hitman feels like the verbal agreement is breached or the agreement is breached, whatever. But at the end of the day, he's deaded on his $7,500.
First of all, that $7,500 is gone. That was last year. That is gone. So he's like, man, well, we gave y'all, well, we need the 7 back. I'm like, man, I'm not battling them. I'm not battling Suge. It's a -5.
That is basically what the issue is. Hitman feels like he took a deposit to battle Tay-Rock on a league called EBL. The EBL dude decided, you know, I might as well just do this on URL. Hitman feels like I didn't agree to that. And if you're not going to give me any more money, you basically voided the contract. So therefore, the deposit is mine. The EBL guy feels like Hitman should be working with them. You know, you move it to URL, just take a new price and minus the $7,500. Hitman is like, y'all took too long to book the battle. Now the $7,500 is gone. You got to feel like who's right or who's wrong. All I know is $7,500 is a lot of money to spend and have nothing to show for it at the end of the day. It's a lot of money to spend. So that's really what this boils down to, man. And URL and Harry are cool, so they're going to support Harry. You know what I'm saying? So Hitman, either they got to come to the table, work it out, get rid of the egos, and make this shit happen, or Hitman will probably not battle on URL again. And that's basically what this is in a nutshell. Somebody got to be able to say, you know what? You're right and I'm wrong. Or we just got to work this shit out. And then right now, it's just this ego over here and this ego over here. You know what I'm saying? So none of them really need each other. You know, Hitman is doing his thing. He'll be able to make his money, live his life. URL obviously is still selling out even without Hitman. They'll be able to move on. So at the end of the day, man, I don't want Hitman's legacy to end like this, like no more URL battles and the surf battle was it and we won't see him no more. I know he was talking about taking a bunch of one-round battles here and there and still making, but we don't want to really see that. We want to see you battle at least Tay-Rock or Suge. And, you know, if you want to bow out after that, I'm cool with that because you've been pretty much took most people in the game already. So, I don't know, man. Somebody got to work it out. But that is why URL and Hitman ain't really been meshing as far as lately. I don't know. I know they had some shit back in the day where Hitman was mad about his battle not being released. And him and Smack had, you know, he had them threats versus Smack and shit. But they got past that, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? So this is the new issue. And I don't know, man. You just got to figure out who's right and who's wrong at the end of the day. And I'm not really taking sides. But it is what it is, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Unbiased review. Holla at your boy.